Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As guys, we have to discuss a couple very important things before we get into the meat and potatoes for the day. This political context is very important. We are on the brink of World War III if it hasn't even started already. Joe Biden expects Iran to attack Israel sooner than later. And remember, when Waters Above predicted a war-themed week of the April 8th eclipse, all I'm asking you to do is to pay attention, as tensions are heightening more and more this week. This is important because if we're deciphering the lizard talk and projecting these events accurately, then we can get a better sense of what to expect on the world stage. And guys, we are about to find out if war and this war theme is good or bad for crypto. Personally speaking, I'm perma bullish on crypto right now. And I do think that war will positively affect the crypto market. That does not mean I am pro-war. I'm just reporting what I think is going to happen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the crypto market has pulled back. And there was an aggressive pullback in the market, generally speaking, yesterday. And in my personal opinion, that's oh so important. Because now, because of all the leverage in crypto, these crashes happen a lot faster than they used to. And we could be in the territory where we have seen the downside already. And this could lead to an inevitable uptrend. Specifically for XRP, I am so bullish on this asset right now in particular. And I'm going to explain to you why. I believe I'm starting to see the vision for XRP post this SEC case very clearly. And I want you all to understand that Ripple is going to be becoming a bank in and of itself very soon. They have the custody solution. And now, the XRP Ledger Native Lending Protocol proposal is up for review. Lending for XRP is going to be massive. This would further expand DeFi capabilities. And this is one of the biggest things I've seen coming to the XRP ledger yet. With AMMs now live with the bug fixes, this is going to create the perfect XRP storm for price action. Imagine if Ripple's doing this now, as maybe in those settlement talks they had with the SEC the other day. As you guys all saw from Ripple's Brad Garlinghouse going into the New York SEC Ripple settlement talks. You guys remember this photo. So now that we understand that these settlement discussions have been had, what happens now? I think Ripple is reacting. This XRP Ledger Lending Protocol is going to be the way Ripple will be able to, instead of sell to institutions, lend out XRP to institutions. Isn't this amazing? Are you guys seeing the picture? Ripple has about half of the XRP supply, a little less. And imagine the war chest of profits they're sitting on if they can just lend out XRP into infinity and beyond. And that could be the settlement that is required by the SEC. I mean, let's put it to you straight, guys. The SEC looks like an abomination in this case. This was an official piece of evidence provided by the SEC in the Ripple case for why XRP should be a security. A tweet of Randy from South Park's balls being shoved in a wheelbarrow. I shit you not. This was in legal paperwork. To the XRP community, you should be heated. This is unbelievable. They are looking at your Twitter and posting your memes in legal paperwork. This is the incompetence of the SEC. So now that they've been thoroughly discredited with more shit evidence that they've provided in legal paperwork, Ladies and gentlemen, this is actually an abomination. I don't know if you've really gone through the memes provided in this legal paperwork. They have Stone Cold Steve Austin. Anyways, I think Ripple is thinking ahead. XRP and this lending amendment could be the game changer. And in regards to price, this increased usage for XRP with the lack of selling pressure on XRP will be the future. Ripple won't have to sell its XRP anymore. And I can't stress this enough. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have the narrative that I pointed out in my 100 Reasons Why video of US bank failures. There will be a Lehman 2.0. And I want you to be on bank failure watch over the next couple weeks. This is a very important narrative that you need to follow, as this could be a catalyst for a number of these technologies going parabolic and beginning to get adopted. Now, something else I want to bring up is the fact that ETHgate is heating up unbelievably. On Twitter, Stephen Naroff and James O'Keefe have had an interview discussing the ETHgate allegations. And the conversation about the conflicts of interest between the SEC and the Ethereum Foundation is heating up in real time. The facts are coming out. There's water behind the dam, and the XRP community continues to be vindicated on everything. We were right about Ripple and XRP not being involved with fraud in any way, not being deemed a security. ETHgate is being found to be factual, and yet the general crypto community likes to ignore XRP. Altcoin Daily, yet to this day, will never acknowledge Ripple or XRP in a positive light at all, not even once. And yet he wants to remain credible as Altcoin Daily. First they came for Binance, you say. Then Coinbase. Now Uniswap. My friend, first they came for Ripple. We warned every single person in crypto they were going to come for everyone else. The XRP army got ignored, tweeting into the void, understanding that truth will prevail and float to the top. And like clockwork, we were right. Are you all beginning to see the picture? The writing is on the wall and you need to understand this. Now guys, I'm going to play a video of Sean Lee discussing the very real possibility of a Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF being launched at the same time in Hong Kong. And if that is in fact the case, the crypto market is going to grow exponentially. Crypto is an international cross-border global phenomena. It's not just dependent on America and the United States. The rest of the world is ready for crypto whether the US likes it or not. And Sean Lee discusses the very real likelihood of this double ETF approval from Hong Kong.
So it remains to be seen whether it is Monday or other days at which these amendments would be made. But certainly, I do understand and believe that the regulator have been preparing for this for some time, and we will see whether these announcements come into the foray. Now, one more thing, if I may add, the launch of Bitcoin ETF is not a surprise. The addition of Ether or ETH into the launch plan, that indeed could be a surprise, right? Obviously, as we know, in the US, such approval has not gone through yet. And there are some jurisdictions around the world that are progressing throughout that direction. But Hong Kong, if they do approve for Bitcoin and Ether ETF at the same time, that would certainly be a first around various different jurisdictions in the world.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we saw that ETF news coming from Hong Kong, let's stay in touch with what's happening here in the United States. Here, CryptoAry posted this video of Anthony Pompliano interviewing Robbie Mitchnick at BlackRock's next potential ETF. Robbie has stated it's overwhelmingly Bitcoin as their number one focus. A little bit in Ethereum as they have an application already ready, and very, very little everything else. Ladies and gentlemen, the very, very little and everything else is XRP. And just for your own information, the person answering the questions is Robbie Mitchnick, former Ripple, by the way, and current head of digital assets for BlackRock. Remember, under every single financial rock you look under, Ripple and XRP is there. Imagine being someone who holds XRP, hearing ETF talks from BlackRock representatives, and knowing that the head of digital assets for the largest asset manager on the planet worked at Ripple. Put two and two together and pay the fuck attention.
Should we expect BlackRock to now go from Bitcoin, kind of building this fund on Ethereum, and here comes everything else? And as Mike said, dog with hat is going to be the next fund you guys launch. Like, how do you think about what that fund is, and then kind of like the long tail of these assets?
Crypto Twitter would love to believe that dog with hat ETF is coming next. I actually don't know what dog with hat even is. I didn't get that reference, but
that answers that question.
what I can say is that for our client base, it is Bitcoin overwhelmingly number one, their focus, a little bit in Ethereum, and very, very little everything else. And when you think about it in terms of, various metrics and dimensions, I mean, Bitcoin, 52% of the market cap of the whole asset class, Ethereum, but 17-ish today, maybe 18. And the next that is even sort of investable is like 3, right? And so there's just worlds apart there in terms of, track record, liquidity, product market fit, investor narrative clarity, all these things, right? So that's where I think there's some misplaced speculation that there's going to be a long tail of others from us, and that's really not where we're focused.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we heard from Mr. Mitchnick, there's very little attention BlackRock has outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, but the very little attention BlackRock has, in my opinion, is in XRP, as it's the only digital asset with full-blown clarity in the United States. It's one, and I believe a big thing that BlackRock is waiting for before an ETF for XRP can be filed is the conclusion of this case. And with that being said, I have to give everyone a brief announcement. The other day I posted that I believed an XRP ETF filing by BlackRock would occur, and it hasn't in the time frame I gave. My sincere apologies, as I believed, and the source that was putting that out there a lot more than I should have. And I told you, like I said before, I'll say again, I don't need some random anons with 100 followers on Twitter saying, "Oh, bull, you should be accountable." I'm utterly self-accountable, my friends. The reason I even brought it up in the first place is because April has been a major time frame in which we have been talking about on this very channel since 2022 being a bull run moment for XRP. And I'm looking for price catalysts. I'm looking for XRP price narratives. Do you guys sense the feeling in the air? Currently, I'm making this video about 6 hours apart between the first and second half of this video. And we've since crashed a little bit since earlier today, with XRP up 47 cents at Bitcoin at 64K. And all this means to me is that this is the final knockdown in price before the massive pump. Ladies and gentlemen, the halving is approaching. That's bullish for crypto. We have seen mass liquidations. We have flushed leverage out of the system. That's bullish for crypto. We sat here on this channel earlier today talking about Israel-Iran tensions heightening, and Iran has retaliated with strikes already. The war narrative Waters Above has predicted. Post-eclipse is 100% happening in real time, and there is still the Putin scenario at play in the background. That all being said, ladies and gentlemen, I believe I deserve a little grace in regards to the XRP ETF prediction I made. And the reason is because in the speculation that we make on this channel, While we may miss time when these events could happen, I don't think many people question that an XRP ETF is on the horizon. We have the XRP price chart relative to Bitcoin at all-time lows, and I do believe that blockchain backer is right in his reporting that the current pullback is somewhat similar to the COVID 2020 style crash. In addition, Credible Crypto shows how over the past 4 years, there is this trend line that we have hit as massive support recently, and we haven't fallen out of. I believe we are at the end of the road for XRP's price suppression. And for the most part, it truly is only up from here. We saw the Ripple USD stablecoin news break, the automated market makers news break with bug fixes going live again. Ripple's lending amendment is on the horizon. And all of this, in my opinion, makes for the perfect XRP storm. Now, in addition, guys, I had mentioned in my OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/thevariablebull that I had posted a couple cryptos actually that I was perma bullish on, but I waited a little bit of time to post it because we were experiencing a pullback in crypto. So now you have a much better entry point in some of the cryptos I discussed in there. I highly recommend you look into it, as I believe it's going to be worth your while, as yet again I'm going to let you know at the top of my lungs that despite the pullback we've seen in the Jupiter price, I am a big believer in this token. This is nothing but a better opportunity. You're welcome in advance. And in the midst of my haters saying, oh, we were right, fuck the bull, his prediction was wrong, I'll simultaneously give myself some flowers, because if I don't do it, nobody else will. Ladies and gentlemen, while the crypto market has been pulling back, I've been profiting 15x from my 25-cent proppy call that went up to $3.75. Partial profits were taken before the pullback in price today, and those profits were completely rotated in an XRP. A 15x executed on. Mentees taken care of in regard to this profit-taking strategy. And this is how you make the big boy multipliers in this space. How is it that the El Toro Loco haters can claim I was wrong on a prediction, which I was, but then simultaneously don't acknowledge the money we're making? You know, my friends, I spoke with Waters Above in our last podcast episode. How frustrating it is being in crypto and making content, because even though I may be wrong on a call, we're still making money. And all I ever wanted to do is make sure all of you make money, even if you're incorrect. And that's exactly what we're doing. Isn't that unbelievable? This is the type of game we need to play. It's only a win-win. This channel specifically is dedicated to crypto philosophy, different topics, universal concepts, geopolitical events. And trust me when I say, my friends, the thing I spend the least amount of time on is chart analysis. All I do is invest during peak bear markets, most of my money, and wait. That's a system I've been able to repeat time and time again, and look at the fruits of my labor. Now guys, I have yet another little opportunity for all of you to help open your perspectives. I was told by a friend that in a couple days, Jupiter and Uranus will be conjoining to make a planetary alignment that's apparently bullish for the crypto space. The planet of luck and financial expansion converging with the planet of surprises. Apparently this means updates in technology, financial systems, shaking things up, perspective building. And the fact that this is on a 420 day means we need to smoke a little bit of XRP Kush for breakfast, my friends. I'm for all of it in the XRP space. I'm for all of it in the crypto space. Embrace the culture, my hooligans and delinquents. As I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I wouldn't want to be one of those people betting against Jupiter, heading into this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. That's all I have to say. You know to buy as much XRP as possible. If you haven't bought any Jupiter already, this is one of those opportunities of a lifetime to accumulate. And just so you're all made aware, you don't want to miss another propy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're up on most of our bags right now. But XRP and Jupiter are some that are still there for the taking. I hope this video finds all the people that were meant to receive it. And I genuinely appreciate every single one of you. Now guys, to cap off this video for today, I'm going to give you a gentle reminder to purchase your offline hardware wallet. And I've been recommending Decent as my primary go-to offline hardware wallet in the light of Ledger letting us down with security hacks and also third-party seed phrase storage. I do not agree, and that's why I've shifted most of my crypto into Decent. If you want a discount on your wallets, that link is down in the description below. And I highly recommend you all take advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.